So, hi everyone, here am I again with day 5 of Flutter Festival. In this session, finally we will make a full-fledged app, not in this session but in 2 sessions. We will create half app in this session and the rest half app in the next session, that is the 6th session. So in this session, we will create an app that is to do, you can say easy to do or my easy to do Flutter app, in which you can store your to-do list or your note making app, and will complete that app in the next session. So half part in this and rest half part in the 6th session. This session is around half an hour and the rest session will be around half an hour. So it is around 1 hour long. We break it into 2 parts. So it's easy for everyone and you can carry along with your laptops, and let's get started. Now we will actually use the Flutter create command and create our to-do app. So as we did in the last session, we'll do Flutter create, let's name it easy to do. Yeah, it's done. We'll move into easy to do and open our VS code in this directory, and we are good to go. Now we'll come into our main.dat file. It's you remove the code which we are not going to use. We'll keep the app colors to be blue, or let's make it pink. Pink looks fine to me. Title is Flutter easy to do app. That's great. We'll remove the comments which we don't need. Okay. Let's also remove these ones. Okay. Actually, we don't need this method also. We don't need the counter also. And these comments. Let's remove these comments. And let's remove this waste comments. We'll keep the column. We don't need this text. Also, actually we need this floating button. We'll comment the on press, it was an error. So now we'll add an empty function here. That's good for now. Also, yeah, we don't need this text now. This is fine. Yeah. So let's create an emulator first. Till the emulator starts and the app is built, I'll pause this and I'll catch you back as soon as the emulator is up and running and the app is running in debug mode. Okay, so now our app is built and it's launching. Yeah, it's ready. Till then, let's create a Git repository and save everything so that those who want to refer to the code in future, they can just refer to the Git repository. So let's initiate a Git Repository, and let me add the remote origin for the repository I just created for this project. Do we have a git ignore here? Let me check. Yeah, we have a git ignore. That's fine. Okay, we'll add all. We have an initial commit, then we git push version master. Yeah, and we are good to go. Back to our app. This is our app. Nothing much, easy, nothing fancy. So now, what is our agenda? We'll create an app. When we press this button, we'll have a pop-up where we will add the data and the data will be displayed on the screen. Data will be like simple to do, and a very important notice. We are not storing data in the app itself, it is stored in the memory. We'll have a part 2 where we will extend this app and store the data so that if someone like closes the app or restarts the phone, the data still persists in the storage. We'll use local storage for storing this to data, which is given us by the Android framework. Currently, we'll just store the data in the memory, that is your RAM. And while the app is running, you will be able to see the data, and after that, the data is gone if you close the app. So in this tutorial, in this session, our only thing is to understand how state management works, how we update data, how we handle the data which the currently our app has in the memory. And after that, in the part 2 of this video, which will be just uh, published soon, we'll take care that we save the data and make it a actual full production level app which you can add in your resume, or like add new features, add something new crazy, and you can even upload it on the Play Store. So now, first of all, we'll add a text, like a text field where we can input the data. So we have a column here. At the top, I'll add a text, and we'll add some dummy data here to show you one thing. As I hit Control S, this thing appeared on the screen. This is hot reload, like this button. And if I want to, like sometimes the text you write here or changes you make is not shown because that is part of the state. So to restart the complete app, it will take a second or two. You have to press this hot restart button, and if you are doing it in the console, you didn't run the app using the VS Code like this button. You run the app using terminal, that is Flutter run command. I will write for you Flutter run command. Then you have to use this terminal, and small r will do hot reload, and big capital S will do hot restart. So let's remove this. So now we'll add a text field in which we can have a date. Okay, so we have a text field here. We can input the data, but it's in the center. So I don't want to be center. I'll make start because it's a column, and we want the text field to be at the top and the data at the bottom. In the next part, we'll make two different separate pages one page in which we can add the data and other page which will get the data, and we'll make that like WhatsApp thing. You can slide to the right page, slide to the left page, a WhatsApp thing. We'll take care in the part 2 of this series. And to get the data, we need a controller. So also this is not looking very beautiful. We'll go to our Chrome and search for Flutter text field. Let's see what do we get. Okay, uh, hoping for a beautiful one. This is fine. So let's go with this one. This looks fine to me. I'll copy this and add it in place of text field. Only issue is this is not a password, and we'll like write to do here, W capital. Okay. Okay. We'll add a small sized box here with a height of, let's make it 5, so that our right to do here is not, yeah, let's make it 10. Let's make it 10. Yeah, 10 looks fine to me. Okay, right to do here as we click this good cool animation. Now text field also has a controller, and we want the controller. So we have to create a controller, and to create the controller, we'll go in our state of the my home page widget, and in the init state. I told you what is init state. It's just like you the code which you want to implement as soon as this widget is formed. In this case, my home page is like this complete widget, and as soon as this widget is created or started, like it starts to be created, we need a function to call, and that function is creating a controller for a text field so that we can edit and grab the data from the text field. Okay, so now here we'll name our controller as underscore controller is equal to, okay, and it's final. I don't want to change it in the future. Y underscore underscore makes it a private variable so that we can only use this inside our this class only. So using underscore makes this variable a private, and this controller would be used in this class, my home, this class. It starts from here and ends here. I don't want to use it in some other class, so that is a mess. You should write the code in a good way. Now we need a text editing controller. Yes, it is. Okay, that's fine. Our controller is ready, and we are gonna pass this controller to our text field. Okay, it's not defined. Okay. We're having an issue here. Spelling is correct. Okay. The problem is we should not make it private. It's not working. If I here, this will work, but we do not want this. We want it to be initialized in our init state only. Okay, this is happening because we forgot to declare the variable. Here we will do late, okay, because it's gonna come late. Type of the variable is text editing controller, and name of this underscore controller. So this variable is gonna initialized here when the app starts and consumed by our text field. Okay, let's restart this app. It is not initialized because the app was actually built ago. Okay, let's wait for it to be restart. It's not final yet. Yeah, so here it is. We have a text editing controller. We can write the data here. Hello. It's not a password. It's not a password. I have to remove this because it's not a password. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I could make this app and then show it to you, but there are ample amount of problems which I come through every day. So I wanted to share you these problems. This could take more time, but at the end you will learn more and you will get to know the actual problems which a Flutter developer comes through every day. Okay, now we have to actually save the data in an array, and let's do it. Okay, yeah, here we have a variable, name is my data, and let's make it array. That's fine. Okay, and whenever we press this button, anything in the text field will be saved in the array and will update the state so that we can see the data on the screen. As simple. This will take around 15 to 20 minutes more, and this will be like a half an hour to 45 minutes tutorial or a session, you could say. And then the next part will be the same, around half an hour, so that we can have a full production app. Now where's our controller? Yeah, here's it. And text field, sorry, and on press method. Okay, so first of all we like to print the actual data we have. So here we have our controller. We'll just use our controller, which will have all the data dot text dot, okay, dot value dot text. We need all the text. Yeah, and we'll do here like this and press this button. We got the text. It's fine. Okay, now we have to check if our this text is not empty, because we don't want to save an empty data in our memory, so that and if the data shows it will like blank spaces, we don't want that. Is double equal to empty. If it's empty, we are not going to save that. Okay, and if it's not equal to empty, what we will do, we'll do our my data dot, will it's append, I guess. It's we have to add the data. Also my data here is a variable. Let's convert it into a list. Okay, it's a list now, and we'll get the autocomplete dot, it's I guess add. Yes, add, we got the autocomplete, and we'll add the value, and value is this value. and that's fine. Okay, I'm adding this again, again, but it's not getting empty. So we have to do one more thing, that is we have to empty this text field and focus out it. For that, we will just write here after we add the data that controller dot text is equal to empty. Okay, and now we will save it. So after we save it, the text is empty now. If we write something again, it's empty again. And for getting out from this thing, if we have pressed click, this could work, but we haven't. We are using it with the floating button. Now we have to write some more code. So we have to get out of a focus and we'll request a new focus. That's it. We'll write some text, save it. Okay, we have not set the state again. We have to do a hot restart for this code to work. So we are restarting the app, not restarting, but it's a hot restart kind of thing. Okay, write some and yeah, it works. So if we press this, nothing will happen. We have to press the plus button and it works fine. Now we have a lot of data. After we add it in my data list, and here we go, we have to print this list. For that, what we will do, we'll use special method, special way to do this. Okay, we'll use list view builder. Here it is. We have a sized box. We have a problem here. Okay, not here but here. Okay, we need a sized box. Height, let's make it 20. You'll see I'm not giving the width here. If I'm not giving the width here, it will take the width of his parent. So we'll add a list view builder here. List view builder in which we need a item builder. We'll do that, which is this, and also it needs the item count, and the item count is system में हमारे पास data है, all the data dot length. Okay, this is fine. And now we pass a text widget with my data dot index. That is okay. Let's make a hot restart here, and okay, we have an error. We have a very special error here. Let's focus here. Cannot hit a test render box with no size. Actually, we have a column here. So the column will inherit like the parent's height, that is this much, but since the column has less data in it, less widgets in it, it won't have a full screen. We actually need a like we have to define the size of our list view builder, because column is also dynamic and list view builder is also dynamic. So we have to tell the size of the list view builder. So what we will do, we will wrap it with the container, and a very simple trick to do this, we have to give the size of our list view builder. For that, I'll give the height of the container, and how would I know what is the size of my screen? We'll use media query. Media query dot of context, then dot size. I need the height. So this is the complete height of the screen. But as you know, as you can see, like we have an error, we can't show the complete screen. So what we will do, we will subtract half of the screen from this. That's great. Okay, so yeah, let's make a hot restart. Still we won't be able to see any data. Okay, we'll write some data here. Okay, and still okay, the state updated on its own. That is great. I don't know why it's working. It should not work. Could be because of the item builder refreshes on each time. But if this didn't work, we have a different option, and that option is updating the state. For that, when we add data in our array, we have to update the state, that is set state, and we have to add this line inside our state. But because every time our array list is being updated, the list view builder, the item builder is called again. But better way to do is we have to update the state also, because we know anything which is built on top of this list needs to be updated. And suppose we have too much data, let's write too much data. Let's add data. I'll show you, this is a scrollable list. We'll add tiles in a list to make it beautiful. In the next part, I'll show you what we are going to do in the next part. This is like a very beginner kind of thing, so that you should know how things happen. It was not a structured video. I came across a lot of errors, and I want to keep it as it is, because you all will be having such errors. Okay, yeah, it's good now. So we have it as scrollable. Although it's not very beautiful, I'll show you one key. We are gonna build something like this in our next, yeah, this one. Okay, this is an emulator. Let me close, yeah, stop the app. Okay, let's commit it. Like, we'll say part 1. Part 1 is complete for now. Okay, it's done. Part 1 is complete. Now we'll run the app here. This will take a little bit of while. Till then I'm gonna pause it. So the app is being running, it's built, and this is more of like a structured app where we'll be taking care of database. We used Hive here, and this is the app. We'll have two pages. It's just like WhatsApp. Enter movie name, category. We'll give a 3-star and add the movie. So we have a pop-up which says movie added. We add the movie. We can open it, and also we can edit it. Now I want to give 5-star to it. We edited and new. Okay, don't want a category and add movie. Please fill all the details. We have error handling, and we add the movie added. So in the next session we'll be covering this app, which is like a full production app, and all errors and exceptions are handled beautifully. We can delete it. We can also add a pop-up which will ask for confirmation without deleting it. And thank you for being patient, and I'll see you next time.